What's up? I'm back with another book talk, and for today we've got Red Rising by Pierce Brown. So, oh my guys, this book's so good. So this book is a sci-fi series. It's a trilogy, and all the books have come out. The last book, Morning Star, just came out this year, and so I saw it. I was like, yeah, I gotta get it. And so, this is a sci-fi series that takes place within our solar system. It's on Mars. It centers on this character named Darrow, and he is like this lowly red dude, which red is their caste, their system of hierarchy and whatnot. And so he's a miner in Mars, and he is a helldiver, one of the special dudes who like do all the cool stuff, and that makes him special. And he's very talented at what he does, and he is already married, and he's only like 16. It's pretty weird because, well, that's kind of like the culture that's established. So he's a helldiver, and he basically mines so that Mars can become like colonizable. So basically, so they can colonize Mars for the other colors to come in and live there. Thing is, it's all a lie. No, it's a trap. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So when Darrow finds this out, he's got to be like, gotta stop it. But the way he doesn't really care at first, but then it's like, whoa, America. Well, kind of. But it gets really good. Like, the characters in this novel are so awesome. Now, one issue I did have with it, I love this book. I love this book to pieces. But it's how Darrow comes off as, like, the chosen one. And, like, he can do this because, he's a helldiver. Ha ha ha. But no, other than that one thing, which is easily overlookable, guys, let me just show you something. It's a map. Okay, sorry. This map confused me so much at the beginning because I was like, only first 50 pages. It doesn't really tell you where the map is, and you're like, what is it? And so that stressed me out because I was like, I want to know what the map is. And so this book is really good. The world building, so good. And it does really well to ease you into the world building, but the world building in general is really cool, and then you can see how it's being set up for like the other two books, but then it has like this cool Roman-esque theme, like, the golds basically mirror the Roman Empire, and I love history, I love the Roman Empire. I was like, got him. And so, and then it shrinks down into this one thing, which results in the map, but telling you anymore would result into spoilers. So basically, guys, I have to recommend this book. It's so good, so good. So I think you guys will like this book. So make sure to pick this up before you go into the spoiler section, which I'm about to go into now, so that you don't get spoiled and this experience does not get ruined for you. So please, I recommend this book, and I will see you guys in the spoilers section. Goodbye! Batman. Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. So let me just talk about the characters. And so the very beginning, other than Io, because like Io was awesome. Like she's like she's like one of those characters that you're like, it's like one of those personalities that are just like, man, I want one of those in my life. Not really, but Io is awesome. And then Darrow and Io is like, yes. And then yeah, she dies. It's like, oh, breadbasket. And so, then you get the uncle, and the uncle's like this, and then when he gets hanged, and he's like, oh, saving the day, you're like, I like him. And, and so, like, the characters are very cool. I don't know, I found the side characters throughout the book very interesting, like Pax. Oh man, when Pax died, I was like, ooh. Breadbasket. But Severo and all the other characters, I can't wait to get into the next book so I can just see where they go. And they're gonna die. Like, I just know it. Okay, so, Darrow gets into the Institute, and I thought the way he got into the Institute was cool. Like, the whole transforming into a gold, like, the pain. So you get introduced to all these characters when you go into the Institute. Now, the Institute, I thought was pretty cool, like how they had like the drafting and then the different houses and like all the families that are about to duel. I'm like, yes! And like they give the context before you go into the Institute, and then you get to meet other characters. I thought that was really cool. And especially when like later you find out that the arch governor's like son is there. You're like, oh, he killed Io, so now I'm gonna kill him, or Darrow. Okay, so the Golds are such weenies comparatively to Darrow. It's so funny because like Darrow's like, oh, I can take a few hits here and there, and then these Golds are like, and it's like, ah, got him, and it's actually pretty funny because like I don't know. It was like they're such wiener schnitzels, you know. They're like ugh, they're like wusses, and then this Red's like hurrah, and just shows you why they fall. Because Darrow is like the toughest of them all. That rhymed. That rhymed. Someone give this man an Oscar. Okay, sorry. What's really weird about this book is how I like the characters in the book. Like normally I don't really care about the characters in any book whatsoever. Like I don't really get attached to characters. I'm just like, they're probably gonna die or something like that, and along those lines. You know, I never really care about characters. But I don't know. I started caring about Jillian, and then he had to kill Jillian. I was like, no. And then Cassius, Cassius and Roque, and then Darrow were like the three musketeers, along with like Severo being like the fourth like rejected one or something, like, but would still be along with the ride, you know? I was like, so cool. And I don't know, it was so good. And then Cassius found out and then stabbed Darrow, and he's like, no. And that was because he's Primus and all that stuff. I was like, And the Jackal, that just annoys me. Like, okay, it was really weird at first how mysterious the Jackal was. I was like, okay, they're making it mysterious, but it can't be that mysterious. Because they were all like, I thought what are they called? The proctors, whoever Fitchner is, the equals to all the other houses. I got really confused because I thought that maybe the people who Fitchner, I think they're proctors or whatever, gave the Jackal something to like control the people because they were acting all mysterious, but really they were just cannibals. When Mustang came back, I was like, yes. And before the death, like the rivalry between Darrow and Mustang was awesome, and that's when I started liking Mustang a lot and Severo a lot. I was like, breadbasket. And so, and then after Cassius stabbed him, I was like, no. And then, but you knew it was coming. Then Mustang comes in, saves the day, and they come in and they like start, being smart and grab all the other people and like, let's go do stuff. And then they basically create another army out of like people that leave because of mistreatment and slavery and all that kind of stuff. And so they're like, ooh, we got this. Okay, and so the Reaper thing, like the sling blade in the forest, it was like burn it into the forest and stuff after he went in and marked it. You know what that reminded me of? The Dark Knight Rises. You know how like Batman comes back and he like burns the bat sigil in Gotham? He's like, I'm back, baby. That was like the best part of the book. It was so good. So good. I loved it. And then, I don't know, this book just felt epic as you were reading it, Like you're like, ooh, hoorah. Yeah, go Darrow. Let's fight these people. I don't know, I felt like I was in the battle. It was awesome. Anyways, after that, they go down south. They conquer a whole bunch of people. Darrow and his army is like kicking buttocks. And then, Pax. He's so, Pax. He's my favorite. Why did he have to die? Like, Pax was so cool. He's like, Pax atumatuasta. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but like, Pax. And Severo, and the horse thing. Okay, backing up, but like how they were like in the horses and they were like, that was cool. And then, and Severo's so loyal. Like, I want a Severo in my life. Man. Anyways, then he like sets his sights on Olympus, and he was like, let's go, bro. And then they're like, ooh. And he outsmarts them, comes in, takes them all out, and then when Mustang betrayed him, like, okay, Mustang didn't betray him, but he thought Mustang betrayed him, I was like, oh. Like, I got kind of disappointed, obviously. But I was like, okay, I'm trying to reason in my head. That is awesome. That is smart. Because for some reason the tone came off of like she could betray him at any point, and they talked about it a lot. So I was thinking, okay, this is probably going to happen, or at least allude to it, and it did. And I was like right on Darrow's train of thought. I was just riding with it. It's like, okay, what did I just do? Dude, she's about to take me out, all this stuff. It's like, all right, it's time to go ham. It's time to get all these other people, time to get Mars, and blah, blah, blah. And then, oh, she didn't betray him. And then she brought the jack on. I was like, yes. Like, the last 100 to 50 pages were so intense. Like, I read it all so quickly. I was like, yeah. I don't know. I really like this book, guys. And it seemed kind of simple, but it was like a really good simplicity to this. I was like, yes, yes, yes. When he pledged to Nero at the very, very end, I totally thought he was going to go with the, whatchamacallit dude, the third most powerful dude in Mars, because it just alluded to that, and he seems so cool. He's obviously going to come back. Like, I guarantee it, he's going to come back in the next book. And another thing is that I guarantee, okay, I can't guarantee it, but like Morningstar in this first book, I kept reading stuff. I'm like, this is probably going to be mirrored at the very, like in the last thing, you know, like, but it's going to be at a grander scale, like how Darrow was coming in, taking everyone out and that kind of stuff, you know. It all mirrored. I feel like it's going to be mirrored in the third book, but like on a grander scale, like the Reds, maybe I don't know what's going to happen, how he's going to get powerful and stuff to fight the Golds of like the moon and stuff. But if that happens, oh, I will feel so proud of myself for guessing that. But if it doesn't, it's okay. Anyways, when he pledged to Nero, I was like, okay, positive number one, more Mustang, because, you know, Mustang father. Number two, he doesn't like, it's not a positive, it's more like the relationship of the next book is going to be really cool, because it's like, you kind of killed Io, well, not really, but more or less, and then, Io, and then it's like Darrow, and it's like, and then Mustang, it's like, ooh, vengeance and love, and, yeah. Anyways, I thought it was really cool. And then you have the blood feud, because Cassius will like spit on him. He's like, "This is a blood feud, mate." And there's a blood feud between the Augustuses and then the Bellonas or whatever. So that's gonna be cool, because now he has a blood feud with them, so he's hopping on the blood feud train. So there's gonna be blood war this next one. It's gonna be cool, I think. I just hope Mustang or Severo does not die this next book. As long as their death is justified, I think I'll be okay with it. But, like, I don't know. I know Severo's gonna die. I just don't know when. Oh, man. If Severo doesn't die, I'll be happy. But it's gonna happen. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the book talk. I kind of went through everything. Kind of rambled on a bit, but I think it was beautiful. Don't forget to bamboozle that like button and subscribe for more content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.